Hello everyone, your train master has returned. Today join me outside of Finchley Road Tube Station on the Metropolitan and Jubilee lines, where I am here to perform a little experiment. Now, if you guys may have known me for going to this tube station a lot of times, you may have known me for not only creating a lot of episodes of Top of the Met, but also creating my Metroland to Metropolitan line documentary, which is the longest video on the channel. But when I was travelling between the two stations, I just found a secret hack, and I can't believe I'm actually going to be showing this to you on YouTube. I just found a secret hack where you could basically travel on the tube for free. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my little hack and explaining in full detail about what it is. So without further ado, let's go inside of this station. Okay, so basically I'm about to make a journey from Finchley Road all the way up to Chalfont and Latimer. But the reason why I'm actually doing this is because basically when I'm travelling from a Zone 2 station to a Zone 8 station, I could basically travel an off-peak fare, but when I'm travelling back down, I can basically travel on the tube for free and I get charged less. I think I'm going to be cutting over to VO Sean, who's going to be explaining you about what's going to be happening then. So I'm going to be testing myself to see if I can travel on the tube for free. You're probably wondering in the comments section, Sean, how the hell can you do it? It's literally impossible. But this is where things are going to be getting a little bit interesting. I want you guys to listen about what I'm going to say here. So, if I do a journey from Zone 2 station to a Zone 8 station, let's say Finchley Road to Chalfont and Latimer, I could get charged an off-peak fare. But if I were to do the journey back and wait at that station for 5 minutes and tap back in again, I could basically travel on the tube for less. And bonus, if I was to do a journey from a Zone 2 station into a Zone 1 station with me doing my hack, I could basically charge with nothing and just travel on the tube for free. So, we're going to be testing that today. So I'm going to be cutting to Sean back at Finchley Road. Right, onto the platforms. Now that VO Sean has basically explained everything that's going to be happening, we're going to be putting that to the test. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to be taking this train to Moor Park. This is the Watford service, and I'm going to be changing at Moor Park to get a service to Chalfont and Latimer.
Metropolitan line train to Watford. The next station is Wembley Park.
So it looks like we are off. I just basically have a fairly simpler route to Moor Park to change onto my train to Chalfont and Latimer. I basically stay on this train until I get all the way up. According to my calculations, I think it's going to be taking around 30 to 40 minutes for us to get there. But oh well, so we're going to be... I think what I could do, instead of me going to Moor Park, is that I could go to Harrow-on-the-Hill, try to find a Chiltern service for me to head up to Chalfont and Latimer. That's what I'm going to do. So basically this is the end of CBTC signalling, and then the driver has switched from CBTC to manual driving, so that basically means the driver has to drive manually from Preston Road to Watford, Uxbridge, Amersham and Chesham and all that. Before I leave the train, remember, transverse, longitudinal. That's GCSE physics for you. Just made it up to the concourse now. I just need to check to see what the next train's going to be arriving. Okay, let me check the times over here. Okay, it's going to be a normal service, so let's go downstairs and wait for my Chiltern train then. Just made it onto platform 1, which is where I'm going to be waiting for my Chiltern train for me to head over to Chalfont and Latimer. Now, when we get to Chalfont and Latimer, I'm going to time myself for 5 minutes. We're going to have to do a 5-minute dwell and see if the hack actually works with the 5-minute dwell. We'll see what happens, really. But as that train departs, I just want to like point out about Harrow on the Hill and something very special about it. Look at it, Harrow on the Hill. Well, I think seeing this, I think it's a Geometry Dash reference. Yes, I play Geometry Dash. Don't judge me in the comment section, but I think this is a Geometry Dash reference. Harrow on the Hill. Anyway, we're gonna have to wait for our next train, which is in, according to my knowledge, is in 10 minutes. This is my train, and also, can I just point out that train is over there? That's a little Adhesion train. That's very nice. Anyway, time to get this on this train. I'm on the Chiltern train, so I just basically stay on this train, so I head up to Chalfont and Latimer. It will take approximately around like 20 minutes, so we'll be skipping some few stations between like North Harrow and Moor Park before like stopping at Rickmansworth and all that, so I guess I could do a little bit of a montage until I get up to Chalfont and Latimer, so see you at Chalfont. See it, Chorleywood. We have one to go. Welcome to Chalfont and Latimer. So what I'm about to do is that I'm going to tap out on the gate line, and we're just like basically like start the timer. So it's 12:29 now, so that basically means if I can get to the gate line before like 12:30, I can just basically begin my 5-minute dwell, just to see if the hack actually works. Let's begin my hack, or as I like to call it, my Trainmaster Cheap Saver. It's 12:30, so that basically means if I can try and like, here's a gate line. 3, 2, 1. Tap out. Okay, so I just made it up here, so I'm going to check journey history. Okay, so I got it right here. Finchley Road to Chalfont and Latimer. Oh my god! It cost me around £1.45, so that it basically charged me an off-peak fare. So I guess I could go like outside of the station and do a 5-minute dwell until like 12:35. Yeah, let's do that. This is just bringing me back so many memories from 2025, because I used to be addicted to the Metropolitan line. Like I was like grinding so hard with this tube line. Like I made a crap ton of documentaries about it, and I also made a series about it as well, which you can watch. Link in the corner. So yeah, that's very nice. I'm just going to be going down here because I'm going to be like doing a 4-minute dwell here, just to see what I can do. And after that, we're going to go back into to Finchley Road. And when we get to Finchley Road, something interesting would happen. Okay, so I'm just walking up here. Just going to go back inside of the station for me to head back to Finchley Road. Yeah. Here we go. Very nice station entrance indeed. The Metropolitan Railway is an amazing piece of infrastructure. So I'm just going to have to wait and hit in the ticket until it hits like 35 past, honestly. Shoot, there's no time. I guess I could take these. Okay, so at 35 past, tapping in. Train just arrived. This train came from Chesham. Time to get on.
This is Chalfont and Latimer.
folks, left on time at 12:39, which is great. So there's no point of me just like filming like the entire footage of me travelling down from Chandford back to Finchley Road. So I guess what I could do is that I'm going to be teleporting myself to...
This is Moore Park.
So yeah, this is Moore Park. Okay, so basically I'm going to
This
be
is
explaining
an
what's going to be happening
all-station
next.
Metropolitan Line train to Aldgate. The next station is Northwood.
Anyway, I'm going to be explaining to you guys about what's going to be happening next. So since I got charged an off-peak fare from Finchley Road to Chandford to Latimer, which cost me around like £1.45, I'm going to be making the journey back to Finchley Road, but I'm going to be extending my journey to Swiss Cottage. Simply because I want to like experiment more. And I feel like when I go to Swiss Cottage, I feel like I'm going to get charged less than the off-peak fare that I've got. Welcome back. Yep, I'm at Finchley Road once again. So what I'm about to do is that I'm going to be waiting for, on this platform here, for the Jubilee line to take me one stop down to Swiss Cottage, and then we'll see if the hack actually works. I think I'm going to be doing that like twice or 3 times. And speaking of my Jubilee line train, it's arriving now. I stepped off the train because I'm going to be tapping out and see if my hack actually works. I don't know if it's going to work, but take this with a pinch of salt. Coming up to the entrance now. The moment of truth. Does it work? I think it did. I think it did. Right, let's go over to the ticket machine and see if it actually did work. Right, let's check journey history. Oh my god, it actually did work. I got it for less. Chandford to Latimer to Swiss Cottage. It cost me like 45p. I think that's brilliant. Now that I'm at Swiss Cottage, which you can definitely need to come to the cottage if it happens, because this tube station is absolutely great. We're going to be doing the journey twice and see if we can like try and ride it for free. But the one thing that I could do is that I could go to like Westminster, and I'm going to try tap out at Westminster from this station. And after that, I'm going to do the journey from Westminster down to Gloucester Road, which is where I'm going to end it. So let's go back inside of the gate. Right, tapping in. I think I hear a train. Yep, it's arrived already. Just in time. Left Swiss Cottage, so I think I'm going to be doing the Zone 1 challenge now. So we're just arriving into St John's Wood now. So what I'm about to do is that I'm going to go to Westminster. And let's see if the hack actually does still work if I go to Westminster.
Houses of Parliament.
Westminster!
Will arrive in 2 minutes.
But we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to have to find the exit. Westminster is always a pain because you have to go through a bunch of lifts and escalators and escalators and escalators. It's just an absolute mess. But in my opinion, I say that Westminster's got to be one of my favourite stations on the Underground because not only does it feature the Jubilee Line extension that got opened in 1999, but you also got this. It kind of makes me think that Westminster is like a sci-fi movie with several escalators. It's like, if you look, they're just crisscrossing all over the place. It's amazing. So we're going to head up to the concourse. Right, approaching the gate line now. This is it, the moment of truth. So 40 past. Tapping out. Now, time for me to go and find a ticket machine. There they are. Right, let's see if it actually did work. I don't know if it did, but wait. No, not another receipt. Sean, come on. Oh my god, it actually worked. It actually worked. Swiss Cottage to Westminster. It charged me nothing. I can't believe it actually worked. That's insane. Now that I'm at the concourse of Westminster Station, I just checked the fact that it literally cost me nothing. It just charged me basically nothing, so that is just absolutely great. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to be making the final journey from Westminster, which is where I'm at right now, to Gloucester Road. And we're going to see if the hack actually does work for the final time. And if it does, well, that's just basically my Trainmaster Tube Saver. I'm just admiring Westminster Station. If you guys have never been to Westminster, do come here because it's underrated AF. So let's go back into the station and just get my Circle Line train, which is in approximately 2 minutes' time. Right, onto the platforms. District Line service to Barking. My Circle Line train is approximately in 1 minute. Okay, so I'm on the platforms at Westminster Station. If I do a U-turn, I mean, just look at it. The concourse is just absolutely incredible. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to be doing the one last journey from here, which is where I'm at right now, Westminster, to Gloucester Road.
There's a Circle Line service via Victoria. Please stand back from the platform edge.
Yeah, so we're going to go to Gloucester Road and see if the hack actually does work. And if it does, I'm going to be doing some number crunching to see how much I actually saved. So, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So, we're going to wait for my Circle Line train to arrive. Bang on time. I just got a fairly similar, we just left St James's Park, and we just have a basically similar route to Gloucester Road. I just basically stay on this train until I get all the way up. It will take approximately around 5 to 10 minutes, so this is the moment of truth. So we're going to see if the hack of me travelling on the tube for free is actually true. So we're going to go to Gloucester Road. Gloucester Road. Just made it to Gloucester Road. Gloucester Road is such a fantastic station from as you can clearly see. And if I watch this train depart, oh, I think both of them are departing at the same time. Yes, they are. One's going to Mayfair Road, and one's going to Upminster. Gloucester Road. Yeah, Gloucester Road is very famous for its art on the underground installations. There's so many of them. So anyway, let me stop yapping and just get out of the station. God, the final moment of truth. This is it. It needs to work. It needs to work. So now, tapping out. Right, let's go over to the ticket machine. Right, over here we go. It needs to work. Boom! It did work. Westminster to Gloucester Road, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we're gonna go outside the station and I'm gonna do a quick summary of what happened today. So, in conclusion, I've just arrived at one of the favourite stations that I think you guys should definitely visit, which is Gloucester Road. So, what have I done? I managed to take off, I managed to ride, like, from Finchley Road to Chalfont and Latimer. It basically charged me like an off-peak fare. And when I was travelling down from Chalfont and Latimer to Finchley Road, it cost me around like 45p. So that basically means if I did like £1.45 and I got another 45p, that including my calculations, that would mean that I would save approximately around £1.90. That's right, £1.90, which I think is brilliant since I did a journey from like Swiss Cottage to Westminster, which would cost me like absolutely nothing, and Westminster to Gloucester Road, which is where I'm at right now. Hence why I finished at Gloucester Road. So overall, I say do this hack. I highly recommend doing the hack that I just did when you're traveling from a Zone 2 station to a Zone 9 station. It's definitely worth it if you do it. So that's that. I'm at Gloucester Road. I'm going to be going back inside the station for me to head back home. Thanks so much, and I'll see you where this Trainmaster will turn up on his new adventure. So, thanks so much. Hit subscribe down below for more videos like this. Thanks.